Alright guys, I thought I'd do a short video on my Indian artifacts. So what I'm going to do here real quick is just run through some of my Indian artifacts that I found over the past years. So first off, I'm going to start with the pottery. So this pottery is very old. I found most of this near the creek at our property. Most of these pottery pieces. So start off with the two biggest pieces here. These things are really cool to find. It's like they're very, I don't know how they did it. It's like, I think it's made out of red clay, which that's the kind of clay we have around here. It's like and they made it some kind of like, somehow they made it glossy. Like, I don't know if you can see that gloss on there. You can see it better on this piece. See how glossy it is? And you can tell it's red clay right there. And then you got all the other pieces like this piece of one. That one's more black, so that might be a different kind of clay. And then that piece looked like it was the top of like the rim of a bottle or something. And you got all the other pieces, like this one, just broken pieces. Well, those are broken too, but more whole. Just pieces of them. And then, let's get those out of the way. Alright, now into the arrowheads. These arrowheads were mostly found in fields, plowed fields where the dirt is exposed, just open ground. Except for these four. These four were found in dried up creek beds. Well, this one actually was found on the trail, which was, I guess you could call it exposed ground, because after it rained it kind of popped up. Yeah. These four were found in creek beds, dried up creek beds, so on top of gravel and stuff. This is a tip of one. The ears down here are broke off, and it broke, like you can tell on this arrowhead. It broke like right at the base. Then this one, I'm not for sure if it's an arrowhead, but it looks about like one. It's got like where they were just about to make it on the other side, just like that. And maybe they lost it or just stopped halfway or something. But yeah, it's definitely been worked on. And this piece, I'm not for sure if it is or not. It might be. Most likely a rock, but it looks like it's been worked on, like the edges. If I get this stupid thing to focus. Which it ain't. So, yeah, that's that. Those arrowheads out of the way. Quartz. All these are quartz. Then on to my flint arrowheads. And I found all these in the fields. So, this is I'm gonna go ahead and start off with broken pieces, like this one and this one. Those are tips. And then this piece, I really don't know what that is, but I found it at Dried Up Creek. And it looks almost like it could be something that they made. Like, it looks uniformed, perfectly shaped on each side. See, almost looks like an arrow, but it's not an arrowhead. I'm thinking it's some kind of tool. Kind of gets thin right there in the center, and it gets fat more towards the back. So I'm not sure about that one. And then all of these are flint, like volcanic rocks, or whatever you call them. I'm not sure, but here's one. I think that might be flint, or it might be quartz. It's more of a woodland style rock. And then you got all of these. This was found in a open plowed field. Pretty junky one, but still an arrowhead. And this little bird point, very tiny thing. It's one of my favorites right there. Then this big old thing, I think that might be that's either an arrowhead or a blade, or a knife, or maybe even a spear point. I'm not sure. It's definitely an artifact though. And then this one isn't a very good one, but it's still an arrowhead. It's a little fat one. And then down to these last three. This little bird point. Very nice looking one. And this thing, that's my favorite arrowhead right there. I just like that one for some reason. Really like it. Nice arrowhead. And then this one. That could either be a blade or a spear. It looks about like a spear. Could be a blade. Yeah, and the last thing, this guy gave this to me. He said that it's been painted on by a tribe over in Mexico. They were over there vacationing, and they were visiting back where the old tribes used to camp out and stuff. And he said that they traded this from the guys over there in Mexico, and it's from an Indian tribe, he said, and they wrote on it on the rock, wrote like a little goat, mountain goat. That's somehow been plastered on there. I don't know how they did that, but that's what he said. I don't know if it's real or not. You guys can tell me. And it could be from an actual tribe or something. But yeah. I mean, it could be fake, but I don't think he'd lie to me about it. I mean, he could, but it looks, the paint on there looks really old, like it was made from Indians. And yeah, that's about it. Now here's all my flakes and chippings and just all that stuff. That's actually a piece of pottery. Let's go over here. But all of this stuff is just flakes and pieces of arrowheads I've broken off and just junk like that. There's actual rock. That was a piece of rock left over from their makings. They just chucked the rest of the rock, or they could have made one more out of that, but they didn't. There's another piece of rock they were possibly using. I can tell it's been like flaked off, taken flakes off of it. That could have probably been made into another one if they wanted to. And then you got more of the rocks right here. Just big old chunks of them. And then this piece, I think it might be some kind of scraper, blade, or something. It's made out of quartz. It's still pretty dirty. I never did clean it. It's made out of quartz, and it looks to me like it's been worked on, I can tell. But I can tell it's been worked on and all that, so. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It might be a scraper. Like when they'd get their animal hides, they would scrape the fat off it. That might be what it is. Probably not. Yeah, could be. But then all your other stuff that is flaking and more flakes. There's actually a piece that there's the outside of the rock. That's what an outside of a flint rock looks like. It's brownish, and then when you bust into it, it's all shiny and smooth and stuff. And, just a ton of pieces, flakes, and just different pieces. These little things I think are like tools. And then you got these two little things. Those were actually looked like they were going to be arrowheads, like this one. That one looks like a busted piece. The tip of it's broken off. Yeah, ton of flakes. So that's it with my Indian artifacts. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's just I don't have many of them. I'm not much of a arrowhead collector. If I see one, I'll grab it, of course, if it's on the ground. But I'm more into metal detecting. I don't search fields for hours looking for these things. So. But those are all that I found, like just while metal detecting fields. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.